Hey guys, MrWaheedulHaque here, back on another video. Today I'm going to be showing you all the DSG modes and what they do. Just briefly explain to you what they do. Okay, so these are all the modes. You got park, reverse, neutral, drive, triptonic, and manual mode, whatever you can call it, sports mode. Okay, so the way you operate this gearbox, you have to always have your foot on the brake when you're operating it. Otherwise, it locks in place like I can't. If I press it in, it doesn't move. You have to have the foot on the brake so you can move it. Okay, so when it's in park, what it does is it locks the pin on the automatic transmission, so you can't do anything with it. So that's what you do when you just park it up. So but you always make sure your handbrake's on, because that will not hold it and it'll put stress on the gearbox itself if you're on a hill. But if you're on a straight, it'll be fine, but make sure you always have your handbrake up anyway. Okay, so reverse will put you into reverse, which will drive you backward pretty much. You don't even need to press the accelerator because it moves itself. If you don't know what automatic, if you've never driven an automatic car before, what it does, it creeps forward itself and creeps backward itself in reverse. Okay, so in neutral, so neutral is for, say you're in a queue for McDonald's, just pop it into neutral. Some people like to coast with it, but these cars are very modern and very highly efficient. So what it does is when you're in drive and it knows you're cruising along, you don't even need to put it into neutral. It'll automatically suspend the fuel being pumped in, so you don't actually need neutral. I've never used neutral in my life. I barely ever used it. Okay, so drive. Okay, so drive, that's your main driving one. That's your economical one, where you go just normal driving. And put your foot brake on. Okay, so I'm in drive now. If I bash it to the left, I'm in manual mode. So here you can see the gears. So if I press up, it'll go up a gear to second gear, but this only when you're moving, and the car's off at the moment. It's only in electric mode, so it won't do anything. So you can go up gears with this. So this is like manual mode. It's like driving a normal manual basically. You have more control over when you want to shift and stuff. But I just let the car do itself. It is fun to do that sometimes though. But the gear ratios are different on this than a manual car, so it's quite hard to figure out when to upshift. You just don't know sometimes. But once you get used to it, it's alright. Okay, so drive, you get into normal driving mode and stuff. When you put it in park, it'll come up with P. When you put it in reverse, it'll come up with the reverse. When you're in neutral, it'll say neutral at the end. You'll see N at the top right. When you're in drive, it'll say D plus whatever gear you're in. And when you're in manual mode, it'll tell you just the gear you're in. S mode, it'll say S1, S2, S3, whatever gear you're in. Okay, so S is your sports mode. This is for when you want, what sports mode does is it holds all the revs, whereas drive mode, it'll upshift early at like 2000, 3000 RPM, less than that. But in sports mode, it'll hold it all the way to red line, which is pretty mad. So that's for when you want a proper sporty drive. And I was looking to get a gearbox map because sports mode is very brutal and drive is too weak, because the drive mode is like it upshifts way too early, so you lug in the engine a bit. So sports mode is like very brutal, so you need the in between of both. And it's a common known thing. So yeah, that's how this you just get it remapped and they sort it for you. And sports mode is very good for everything, overtaking and stuff. You can still overtake in D mode, drive mode. You just do a kick down. I've done a video on that, you can go check that out. But yeah, that's all the driving modes. I'll just tell you about flappy paddles as well, since I'm here. So some cars will have flappy paddles. It's usually the GTIs, the Golf Rs, and GTDs sometimes have it as an optional extra. So you'll have a flappy paddle here and another flappy paddle there. Left side is to go down and shift gears. Right side is to go up gears. And if you hold the left side down, you'll do a kick down, where you drop gears. So from 7th gear, you'll drop into 3rd gear straight away and you get instant boost. That's for like overtaking and stuff. So yeah, that's all the modes on the DSG. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you're new. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.